All right, you monsters, we are done.
Welcome back, friends, family, and fans, to What the Plot. This is your host, Matt, and my co-host, Ashley, and we're here to talk about Hotel Transylvania. We watch a trailer on a movie where we sit and we discuss, just based on what we've seen in the trailer, what we think the outcomes will be, the plot, the moral of the story. So, with that being said, let's just jump right into this Hotel Transylvania.
I ruined everything.
Johnny, what are you talking about?
Your dad never really thought of me as part of the family. All because I'm not a monster.
So, you want to become a monster, huh? Huh?
That's weird. Nothing happened. Ugh. No. You got me. You're human and I'm a monster. It's like Freaky Friday, but on a Tuesday, though. Huh? My fur!
What the?
What's up, fellas?
Frank?
Oh, I'm balding?
We don't see his wife transform, so I wonder how that's gonna affect Johnny and his decision to either stay a monster or decide later maybe it's best that I'm, a human, and maybe Mavis decides I want to be human.
Yeah.
Who knows, that could be a huge thing, like for Dracula to be like, no, but you're my little girl.
I foresee they kind of get like, oh, maybe this isn't, I like the way I was before, and vice versa. Like they get a, don't judge a man until you walk a mile in their shoes, right?
Yeah.
My back hurts,
yeah.
my knees hurt, my hair is thinning out, and I'm like dying, and
Yeah. Well, and that could be an interesting point of like, now that they are mortal, who knows, maybe that's part of the side effect of this transformation is that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they could start aging rapidly, and that's what makes, this is the perspective of Johnny, of I should change everyone back because not only is it like my friends, but my family, my wife, my father-in-law, they're now like aging super quickly and they're gonna die because I did this selfish thing.
I would say that, the way the castles was typically run could only be ran if the rest of the castle was more monsters than humans. Like the way that it's ran, the way that it's upkept, could only be done by the monsters themselves. And because of that, the experience of life as a whole for everybody involved begins to diminish.
The hotel is only run by Dracula because it kind of has to be.
The ecosystem would fall apart if it wasn't
Yeah.
the way that it was.
Right.
If we don't have the monsters run it the way that it is, the other monsters will have no other source of vacation, which then causes more terror in the world, and then there's an imbalance of good and evil or something like that, you know what I mean?
I think by the end, Dracula will see how much his son-in-law does for the hotel, and even though he's not a monster, he still loves and appreciates him and will try to be, a little more appreciative.
I think there'd be like this experience of Dracula finally like see Johnny for who he is versus like what he wishes he was. And then Johnny finally like, I like who I am. And like you said, he'll finally be self-accepting of himself as like a human and be like okay with being human, even though he'll probably enjoy the experience of being a monster for a little bit, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't want to be what looks like a dragon? I don't even know what happens with their kid. Like if the kid ends up becoming a monster as well, because I think the kid is human.
Yeah.
He could have had a little bit of monster in him. I don't know, I didn't see that one. Well, that's all we have to say about Hotel Transylvania Transformania. Let us know down in the comments if we got anything right, if we got anything wrong. What did we miss because we haven't seen the other movies? Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification. What monster would you turn into?
Yeah, what kind of monster would you turn into?
No, I'm asking you.
What kind of, You know, I would love to see if I was to play a horror film character, I mean, I've always been a fan of vampire Dracula movies, like Bram Stoker's Dracula, Interview with the Vampire. Those are like two of my top favorites. So I'd be Dracula.
I don't know.
What?
Oh, here's one. I don't know if this would really be a monster, but just a witch.
You'd be a witch?
Yeah.
What kind of witch? Would you be a good witch or a bad witch?
Nah, it depends on the day.